This is Throwback Thursday. We're revisiting a video that I shot actually end of April in 2022. I'm touring a bunch of lighthouses along the western coast, having a great time doing that. We're going to get right into it. And I also talk about leveling jacks and the problems that I was having then. I'll try and remember to link to the video here where I had an epic fail in June when I was in northern Nevada this year. So before we get into the video, if you think you're subscribed, double check to make sure you still are. And if you haven't subscribed already, why not? You're here watching the video. Likes are always appreciated and they don't cost you anything. And I love reading your comments. So let's get right into it. Roll the intro. We're on Bullards Beach Road, boy that's hard to say, heading for the Coquille, I'm not sure which, River Lighthouse. The speed limit here is 15 miles an hour, and I'm guessing this is the Coquille River to our left, because it certainly isn't the ocean. So we're going to get up here and find out what we can find out. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I actually had the thought to maybe unload the bike and ride it out there. Oh, big bump. But it's a pretty narrow road, and I'm getting pretty hungry. So I think we're going to just drive out here. My plan is to stay in Florence this evening, and maybe that's where I get to get the bike out finally. There's a little lighthouse. Now we're back down to 15 miles per hour.
You have arrived.
Well, not quite. Now we've arrived. Alright, I think I'm going to just flip a U-turn, park, and then go for a walk. Boy, this one's little. Very different from the last one. Okay, so this one is the Coquille River Lighthouse, and it was originally in operation originally from 1896 until 1930 something, I think. I want to go back and look at the sign. I want to make sure I got that right. Until 1939, and it was abandoned and then replaced by a newer one that was automatic on the south jetty. This is the north jetty of the Coquille River, where it meets the ocean. It's actually really cool looking here. So let's go take a look up at the ocean too. Well, let's start by taking a look at the river. Yeah, so if you look way over there, you can see the ocean breaking, the waves breaking, as it's meeting with the river here. So this would have been pretty treacherous, I imagine, back in the day. And as I've been seeing along the Oregon beaches, there's a whole bunch of driftwood here. It's a pretty wild coast. Probably ought to spend more time on the California coast and see how that compares in terms of, you know, how wild it is, but I don't remember seeing, you know, like this quantity of driftwood everywhere. Yeah, a lot of cliffs and stuff on the California coast. So that's cool. And what I'm walking up on here now used to be a road. But I just want to give you another view of the ocean over on this side. Pretty awesome. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a couple pictures of the lighthouse. You can't go in this one. This is the third lighthouse I've been to, I think, in 3 days. I'm trying to collect them all. There are actually 8 different lighthouses on the Oregon coast. And this one that we're at right now was the last one to be built of all the lighthouses. So, kind of cool. I'm pretty hopeful that I'll be able to find some lunch in Goose Bay. It is a really big port. I think it's the biggest port between Seattle and San Francisco. So that bodes well for seafood availability, I hope. And if not, I'll wait until I get to Florence. I can do it. I know there will be seafood there. Well, I was about to think that perhaps I had made a mistake by coming all the way down
Arriving
here.
at Cape Arago Lighthouse Viewpoint on the right.
But there are spectacular views of the ocean again. So that's super cool. And I think it's definitely worth checking out. Hopefully there's another little parking space up here. Yeah, this will be okay. Awesome. Alright, well, we're going to take a look. And then we're going to figure out where we're going next and how to get there. This is a long drive down here, and all I get to do is look at the lighthouse from afar. We don't actually get to see it up close and personal. It was so windy, I couldn't take any video. You can see how far away the lighthouse is from the arrow. And here I've zoomed in so you can get a better idea of what it looks like. Okay, we just left North Bend, apparently, because the sign said come back to North Bend again. Crossing over another bridge. Not quite sure what we're crossing here, it didn't say. There's a drawbridge over on the left. Not drawlink, sorry. I don't know what they call those when the bridge, like a middle section of it, turns perpendicular to the regular roadway to let the boats go through. That's pretty cool. This bridge is pretty high. Maybe eventually I'm going to get used to the height thing. Maybe not. I do like the way that the girders are framing the view up ahead, though. That's quite pretty. Oh, sand dunes over to the left. Big dunes. Let's see, we've got 44 miles. It says 51 minutes, but at the rate that I'm driving, it'll probably be about an hour, which means we'll get to Florence right about 5 o'clock. Fortunately, we're in daylight savings time, so I'm going to find a place to have dinner, and then I'm going to find a place to spend the night. That's what I'm going to do. Not sure which body of water we're coming up to here. Oh, it's Clear Lake. It is. It's pretty. It really is pretty up here. And I am really enjoying the leisurely driving up US 101. This is so much better than bombing up the 5. I really don't like freeways all that much. So I was about to go by it because I forgot about this one and I couldn't get my app with all of my intended stops to load today.
Head northwest on Lighthouse Road toward US 101 North. Continue on Lighthouse Road for half a mile.
Hopefully the GPS isn't going to yell at me too much. And I'm not sure if we get to go in this one or not. It may be closed. It's after 4 o'clock. Even if it was open, it may be closed. Wow, really forested in here. I will say it again for sure. Lighthouse. I would never have attempted this with my trailer. I mean, first of all, I saw La Vista Point, which I thought was the turn for here, and I
head west on Lighthouse Road. Continue on Lighthouse Road for 1 mile.
I slammed on my brakes, made the turn rapidly into the Vista Point. I never would have done that with the trailer on. That would have just scared the crap out of me. And then realized that was the Vista Point, not the turn for the lighthouse. But again, you know, I would have, if I wanted to do this lighthouse, I would have taken the time to really carefully look at Google Maps, look at the lighthouse this way, look at the road and everything, and make sure it was okay. But with this rig, I'm fine with, you know, doing the detours. So that's pretty daggone cool, really. It's a little bit difficult seeing the signs though, at the angle of the sun. Okay, what have we got here? Day use only. Is this a trailhead or something? Yeah, Lake Marie trailhead. Ooh, pretty. Pretty little lake. And the same thing happened basically with the last one that I tried to go see near Coos Bay. Oh, here's the lighthouse. Here's our lighthouse all ready for us. How nice. Okay, we gotta figure out how to turn around here. Let's just do it this way. Here we go. Oh, so yeah, the last one that was supposed to be over near Coos Bay, the directions took me way down. I mean, it was a really, really long, twisty road, and ultimately took me down a private driveway that was, or private road that was 1 lane wide, and it took me about, I'm gonna say, probably on the order of 6 or 8 tries to get turned around. But I did it. Never would have been comfortable even trying to go down that road with the trailer. Now, it doesn't mean I wouldn't have done it, but I wouldn't have been super comfortable with it. Okay, for reasons I'm not sure of, I don't have any video, but you get some photos here, including the lifeboat and the keeper's house, which is now a museum. Very cool inside. A lot of good info in there. And a beautiful structure. And then a model of the lighthouse itself. The view from the inside with the steep, windy, open staircase. And and the construction date and date that it was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. And here I am tucked up at the Three Rivers Casino in Florence. No seafood dinner for me tonight, but I do make up for it the next day.